Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week.
Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They go again with Pierce. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7, that seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. That good for 19 and a first down. The first carry for the North Texas man is Jeff Wilson. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
The Bears 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
Smith, the man in motion left.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try the left side. Burris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
First thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Bears take over.
On first down, Hurts. Got a man open. It's Chase. Finding room at midfield. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, next-gen stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for in the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
No run back back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Pierce now up the middle.
7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll return it from the 6.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Downfield throw tip, but he's still got it.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jahan Dotson.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Raiders are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Looking to throw. Complete. Smith has it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Danny Gray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Raiders 7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board and press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 45.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo.
Complete. It's Dotson.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. Calling a gain of a yard. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Caught on the right side by Adams.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Adams. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
So we've hit halftime.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Burris. And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Burris. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll set up to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The result, a 1st down as a quick slant gets him 14.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. A beautiful fake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's caught downfield by Kittle. It's a big play there for Vegas. 44 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Garoppolo again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. And his kick is indeed good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit
extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chicago offense set to get started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Grounding offense.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. If you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he's going to have the Raiders first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. It's caught here by Adams.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And it's caught.
And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Garoppolo. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12. Hurts. This is Smith with a grab.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find Gray here.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
James Cook,
an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 4. A minute 46 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To throw is Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Garoppolo to throw.
Open man is Duvernay.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
41.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So the focus now shifts to the Bears. Trailing by a field goal. 24 seconds to go. Now they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. In motion right is Smith. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that down?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
In motion comes the tight end left. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
That's complete, left side to Gray.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records.